Earlier this month, on December 12th, the church celebrated the feast of Our Lady of Guadalupe, which memorializes a Marian apparition that occurred in Mexico in the year 1531. There are many distinctive features of this particular apparition of the Blessed Virgin Mary. But one feature merits our attention today in light of the gospel we just heard. Distinct among many Marian visitations in our time, Mary's visit to Mexico is amazing in that she appeared as a woman pregnant. That is unlike all of the other Marian apparitions. In Lourdes and Fatima, Mary appears as a woman of dazzling beauty, but not pregnant. Yet to the humble peasant Saint Juan Diego, she manifested herself as a woman carrying a child, carrying Jesus in her womb. Mexico at that time was in a difficult place. Not too long before, the Spanish had come and conquered the Aztec Empire. They had sent missionaries to share the gospel with the Aztec people. But because of the tenacity of the dark form of paganism that was dominant in that land, and because of the cruelty and sinfulness of the conquistadors, there were very few converts to Christianity. No matter how hard the church tried to explain the gospel, to propose the gospel, it was resisted. They seemed to be in a dead end. Yet, with the visitation of the Blessed Virgin Mary, with the manifestation of the power of Jesus living in Mary, all of a sudden, the darkness of paganism, the darkness of unbelief was scattered. And almost instantaneously, the whole nation was converted to Christ. This is the power of Jesus living in Mary. This is the power of the intercession of Mary, the Mother of God. And we all know this instinctively. When we find ourselves before a problem that is too great for us, a problem we have tried to fix ourselves, but only made worse, how often, almost reflexively, do we turn to the Blessed Virgin Mary with those simple words we learned as children? Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed art thou among women. That simple prayer we all know and love is stitched together from the words of the gospel we heard today and the words of the Archangel Gabriel at the Annunciation. And they are an expression of our faith, that while there are problems that we cannot solve, no problem is too great for the intercession of the Blessed Virgin Mary, because Jesus lived within her. Mary is not only one of the greatest intercessors in heaven, the greatest of all the saints, the Queen of Heaven, sitting at the right hand of Jesus, she is also a model for us, an icon of what we are meant to be. When you were baptized, perhaps many years ago, God came to live in you. God made a home, a dwelling place of your heart and soul, really and truly. He made a dwelling place in you so he can live in you and shine through you and work through you. Mary was the first to be the dwelling place of God, but not the last. And we, though we are not as hospitable to the Lord within us as the sinless Blessed Virgin, we are nevertheless sent out, just as Mary was sent out to carry Jesus living within us. When a woman learns that she is pregnant, her life changes. All of a sudden, she changes her diet. She begins to take vitamins. She's careful with what she does, what she exposes herself to, all for the sake of the life growing within her. The same needs to be true for us, with Jesus, with God living inside of us. The reason we avoid sin is because sin harms the life of God within us. The reason we come to Mass and that we pray is that helps that life grow and flourish. We are meant to carry Christ wherever we go and to share his light and power to every corner of the world. In the season of Advent, in the season of Christmas, there are many wonderful gatherings, many wonderful parties, occasions of reuniting with family and friends. Oftentimes, we are stressed about what we'll bring to these gatherings, what kinds of food we should make, goodies we should bake, what gift to share with our relatives who are difficult to please. But all of those questions are of secondary importance, because today the gospel teaches us that what is primary is that we carry Christ living within us to all of those gatherings, that we let his power and his light scatter the darkness and untie the knots that we've created for ourselves. God and his Blessed Mother are inviting you to participate in that light, in that power, in that joy, and to share it wherever you go. Mary was the first to know the power of Jesus living within her. But you and I are invited to know that same power, that same joy, that same life growing within us.